event. So I should have filmed it and shared it with everybody. Wouldn't have been really that raw then. It was worth it. But we're back.
Nice.
We're back doing real estate deals. And if you've been with us for a while, Jill kind of tends to have a birthday week, an entire week.
I like to think I'm not alone here in this. My birthday is July 5. So when things are happening on July 4, it just spills into the whole thing. So
exactly.
There you go.
Hey, let us know you can hear us and see us.
Thank
Otherwise,
you.
oh, good. Okay, good.
Martin said, rock on. Yay. Oh, and yesterday was your birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Alex. Really cool. All right.
Go ahead, Jill. Take it away.
Oh, okay. If you are joining us and going, what are you guys talking about? Then this is our closed weekly member call that we do every week, except for holidays or my birthday. So, and that's what this is. And if you're in an outside area looking in, we're in a closed room with Zoom with our community of Land Academy people. And you might be getting a little sneak peek of this somewhere for just a few minutes. You get to know us a little bit, maybe learn a little something. And if you're thinking about Land Academy, you could schedule a call with our team and take it from there. And then we'll close her up in a little bit, in just a few minutes.
Hey, you're here to get rich buying and selling real estate.
Yeah.
So this is your time once a week with us to ask us anything about buying and selling real estate. I'd like to think we've seen most of it, probably not all of it, but we've seen most of the situations. So please share your experiences and let's engage each other and we'll try to help. That's why we're here.
Housekeeping, of course, I see people already doing it. Thank you, Jade. You doing would you do this deal? And go ahead and load up your questions in the Q&A for us. We'll get to those in a few minutes. And your chat is perfect for birthday wishes and all kinds of silliness. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Steve. Let's see here. You guys can read all that. Ask us anything, of course. It doesn't have to be deal. I mean, you can ask all kinds of things. That's the main point here is, we want this to be a comfortable environment, or you could be just brand new and you're like, I don't really understand even the concept behind this. Why are we doing it this way?
Yeah.
And we want you to ask that. There's no question.
No bad questions.
Exactly. And we want to hear about your wins too. Here's the format that we use. Most of you have that. Or would you do this deal? So we make sure we get all the 80s in there. And it just helps us quickly evaluate the property and answer the questions. And you guys are doing great. I see this. Awesome. All right. So wins. I want to hear all the positive stuff. Like, did you buy something? Did you sell something? Did you get your mailer out? Did you, I don't know, dream it up. And I think we have some right here. We've got Joseph put 4 properties under contract in the last 2 weeks. Huge.
Excellent.
Dave and Tracy had our first 3,500 unit mailer hitting UPS right now. Yay. Thank you, Rufina and the Offers to Owners team.
Excellent.
That was great. Jade says, I now have 7 properties in escrow. I'm working with another member to fund them all. Yay. That's awesome. Jake is working on getting my first housing mailer out. Oh, yeah, excuse me. 9 now. Yay. Jake is working on getting my first housing mailer out the door after a successful 3 years of working on land. Huge. Oh, that's good. This is going to be fun. Mike L says, I just sold my second property ever. My first big property, bought for $45,000, sold for 80. Not quite a double, but on the way. I'm going to argue that's a win. Huge win. Like, so I'm like, do we have to always double our money? Hello, you just made $35,000. I think that's a huge win.
Well, you paid for everything.
Yes.
You paid for all the mail. You paid for all the education, and you're on your way now to profitability, massive profitability. That's a huge win.
Thank you. All right. Question of the week from Jake. How do I determine the point at which I start using my own funds to fund my own deals versus using a deal funder? I've been using a deal funder until now, and I think it's probably time to start funding my own deals, but I have 100,000 in the bank to fund my own deals. It's scary for me to spend 20 or 50% or more of that to start funding my deals.
Good, then don't.
Yeah.
Then don't do it. You continue to, it will these types of questions answer themselves at some point, in my opinion.
True.
So I did a deal. I can tell you I have an experience with this. I bought a subdivision or a large part of a subdivision a million years ago, sold it in an auction format, bid for assets, it was called, and then chugged along, offloading those properties on a 2-week cycle. And about I had a regular job. So about 6 months later, the cycle I was running out of property, and I checked my bank balance and it was like $500,000 or $600,000 higher than it had been. So not real responsible with me. I probably should have checked it earlier, but I had a lot of stuff going on, like everybody here. It was that point where I said, all right, I'm going to start dividing money that's mine and money that it goes toward acquisitions. And so what I would do, if you're not ready yet, 100 grand's not enough. Continue to do what you're doing. You obviously found a funder.
Mhm.
And at some point when it's $200,000 or $300,000 and you can set aside 100 grand or whatever the numbers are that are within your comfort level, then do that.
Mhm.
That was at the point where I knew, for me anyway, this is a long time ago, that this really, there was something to this.
Mhm. Love it. All right, Jack's time.
All right. So I just looked at this a few minutes ago, right before we started. I usually do the news here. And so we're into July here on this report that we look at every single week, unless it's Jill's birthday. And we're still flat for median listing prices. New listings, however, a little bit of an uptick.
Interesting. That's a pretty
Active
good jump.
listings. Active listings are the same. It's nothing to get excited about. You know, Jill and I just bought a sailboat, so I'm all thinking about sailing on sailboats, and there's no wind. There's no wind at all. We're sitting here. And this has been, yeah, in irons. That's it. Oh my God, Joe, you retained that.
All right. I would love to know. Put in the chat if you know exactly what I just said, because then you have the same problem we have.
It's hard to learn stuff, new stuff. I appreciate what everybody here is trying to learn new stuff, because learning new stuff sucks. It's hard, especially when you're old. Nothing new here. I wish there was. We're going to have a massive interest rate change for this to change. That's what I think. Like, what?
Tommy boy, need a little wind here. All right. No wind, hung in iron. Yep. Thank you, Alex. There we go. This is good.
All right. This is worth looking at. Joe's going to get a kick out of this. Adam Data publishes, it's funny because they publish their weekly newsletter or weekly news entry like 6 minutes before the show, or at least that's when I get it. So it always pops in and I'm like, wow, we should talk about this. This is the percentage of equity rich SFRs or primary residences in each state. Equity rich means real low debt, real high equity. So you own a lot of the house and don't owe a lot.
This is good.
So I got to thinking, why is this? This orange color, if you can't see it, means there's a lot of equity in real estate.
Uh-huh.
The green means no. It means your mortgage is really high compared to the value of the house. And then yellow is somewhere in between. Red's the highest, the best.
60 to 100% is red. 50 to 60 is the darker orange.
I got to think, why? And how does it apply to where we send mail and what we're doing? Well, I know for sure in the case here, people are still moving here. These are places that are high destination places. South Dakota's not. I don't think this is. Maine might be. Florida
or maybe
sure
not
is.
moving out too. They have a lot of equity because they don't move out.
So that's it. It's places that people are moving to, and places that people will never move from. That's generations and generations of keeping your house or keeping your family's house. The stuff in between, 50, 60% equity in general, is where I think it makes a lot of sense to send mail. It makes a lot of sense to send mail here.
True.
It makes a lot of sense to send mail here.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to send a lot of mail. Louisiana for $100,000 house where they are 30% equity. They can't make a decision.
There's a lot of crazy statistics in real estate, but the one that's always baffled me and amazed me and kind of made me proud is that in general, about 50% of the houses in our country have any debt at all. That means that they're owned outright. About half of the houses in the country are
Mhm.
owned outright, which I always thought was,
Cool.
if somebody asked me, I would say maybe 10%. Anyway, lots of questions, Joe.
This is good.
I think let's start with, we want
we
to
have
start with
more?
these questions.
Yeah, yeah. Do we have more?
I thought there were questions.
We had wins. I guess we don't have, I guess that we did that one
After the Q&A slide.
after the Q&A slide. C. All right. She goes Q&A, then you see them. Okay, got it. All
Okay.
right, so we're going to
Sure.
jump into our closed stuff now. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to go through these. There are